In this video, we're going to look at our new FX2 accessories, including the cage, baseplate, monitor mounts, gimbal adapters, and more. This is the base kit, which includes the cage that wraps around the camera body. This cage has rows of 1/4-20 and 3/8 mounting points with area locating pins and M4x20 holes in many places. Included with the cage is the top handle tie down, and this attaches the XLR handle to the cage, giving you a second point of contact. And this is great for heavier setups when you want to take some of the stress off of that electrical interface on the camera body. You can also put your whole hand in here to grab the camera rather than having to straddle the original handle setup. On the side of the cage is a swing-away HDMI lock that attaches to the threaded hole on the side of the camera body. To unlock this, we'll loosen this thumb screw, swing out our HDMI lock. We'll pull the port cover off here. Since this is permanently attached to the camera, having a swing-away feature is a nice option so that you can still reattach the port cover when you're not using the cable. Once that's tight, we can take our HDMI cable, and we have these reduction inserts included because every HDMI cable is a different size. So this one's a little bit loose. We can just check to find the right one. That one's good. So we'll attach this one to the clamp, and there's a lip in here, and that'll stay in place when you're not using a cable, so it won't fall out. And we'll just drop in a cable. And then we can tighten this knob to clamp it in place. The bottom of the cage features an Arca Dovetail with a lens adapter support post system here. This adjusts forwards and backwards and up and down. This is the small extension, but we also have medium and large included. You can position this and tie it into your lens adapter foot. You can access your battery door without obstruction, even with the baseplate attached here. You can see we have access for our thumb, and we can pop out our battery like that. To release the cage from the baseplate, unlock the right thumb screw, slide backwards, and push the safety button down. This exposes an Arca Dovetail. We also have 1/4-20 holes and 1/4-20 and 3/8 holes on the cage itself. The baseplate holds two 15mm lightweight rods at the correct distance from the center of the lens. And the bottom of the baseplate is an airy dovetail interface. To release it, unlock the left thumb screw, push the safety button, and lift straight off. To reattach, drop down, slide forwards and backwards, and lock the thumb screw. This is the mid kit, which includes the previous items, plus we've added two 15mm rods that are 9 inches long. On top, we've added the Sony FX rod clamp, which attaches to the top of the Sony handle. And this gives you a sideways 15mm rod opening and a 1/4-20 with area locating pinholes on top. With the rod clamp attached, you can still access your audio input selections here, and you can grab it without colliding with the thumb screw or the sideways 15mm rod. This is an optional item, the twist mount EVF system, and we've attached it to our top rod clamp here. And the monitor is positioned over the lens center, so you can have a monitor hinge design here. You can position this in a few ways. You can also flip this over because it's a double-sided NATO rail and create a more traditional configuration for monitoring. Another option for monitor mounting is our twist ball arm, which combines the functionality of the twist mount EVF with a traditional 1-inch ball arm. To mount this to the cage, we'll use either a 1/4-20 or a 3/8 adapter. We'll choose a 3/8 for this demonstration. And we'll attach that to the cage using the area locating pins there. We'll attach our arm here. And this is a quick release, and there's variable friction here, so you can still keep this thumb screw a little bit loose and grab and twist your monitor like that. We'll unlock our port keys monitor here, and we'll plug this in to the other end. Lock that thumb screw, and now we can position this in a more normal way. And because there's variable friction on both ends, you can still pan and tilt without having to loosen a thumb screw. These are a few additional pieces. This is a 3D printed EVF loop cap, and this actually just plugs in here to keep the sun from burning up your OLED screen in there. And this is great if this is up on a jib or something like that where you don't have control over where this eyepiece is pointing. Just pop that in. This is a universal hot shoe. It comes with a 1/4-20 and a 3/8 screw, And this will attach to any of the locating pin holes on the cage here, including the one on top if you want to attach some sort of hot shoe accessory up here. This is a larger area dovetail, and this will attach to the cage. We'll just pop the smaller one off and drop this on here, like that. We also have a gimbal adapter plate, and this goes onto the Ronin RS4. To use that, you'll strip the camera off of your heavier setup, and then this will slide on to the Arca Dovetail. This actually replaces the carriage on the Ronin RS4. You can see we have the geared teeth here, so this will go directly onto your gimbal. Last couple of things, we have lens supports if you need them. We also have a top handle that's coming soon. This has an Arri Q20 on the bottom with locating pins. And if you don't have the Sony XLR handle, you can install this on top of the cage instead. There's a Q20 on the center here. We'll just line that up and screw this down. We can also reconfigure this into a side handle configuration using the Q20 on this side here. There's a lip on the front of the top handle right here, which is nice for grabbing and securing with your thumb there. Sony FX2 accessories are available now at MID49.com.